Okay, $22,000 for a solid metal box that runs only Roon and has a USB coax AES output. Look at it. No display, no built-in DAC, only a simple LED light that is so subtle that I can barely tell if it's on or not. Holy
Fun.
that sounds good. People think the world is going to hell because of war, politics, economy, climate. No, 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 no. It's going to hell because we are making streamers that cost as much as cars. Yes, cars. This model, the Scion, is the price of a used car. My experiences with different streamers like the Blue Node, using the Mind from Sim Audio, the WiiM, Space Tech Labs, which I have in my system, using my Mac, using my Windows PC, using my Windows laptop, using Lumin. Now, considering that list of streamers, I don't exactly consider myself an expert on streamers. That is probably why I had never put too much value in spending a lot of money on streamers. My thoughts always went to prioritizing the DAC, which I'm sure most of you do the same, because it was the DAC that is the part in the chain where music goes from ones and zeros to an analog sound wave. And as long as the streamer was, say at a minimum of quality and thought, I don't need more than that. I did hear a difference when I compared my PC as a streamer compared to the Blue Node or to the Space Deck. So the Blue Node made the music sound a lot more clean than my PC. My PC sounded actually quite veiled when I used it, which we can talk about that later. The streamer, along with the network cables or network switches, was really the last place of hi-fi that in my mind felt like I needed to be more open-minded about and therefore spend even any kind of money. It's also the area that I never tried the extremes. For me, it's just a matter of myself understanding where the value of a device that I'm trying lies compared to a really cheap one, or like I mentioned, a really cheap one versus a very expensive one. This one is a wow factor. So if I find a streamer one day that brings me a similar wow factor, but is within my price range, I'll be very comfortable in spending the money because I know I'm getting value for my dollar. Because let's be honest, is the Pink Faun value for your dollar? No, I don't think it's value for your dollar. I think it is a luxury item. It gives perspective trying this level of equipment. That's what it does for me. When I was first offered to try this $20,000 streamer, I rolled my eyes, like most of you are probably doing now, because I was convinced that it would be a waste of my time. But then Thomas,
Loic, I think you'll be very surprised.
boy, was I ever surprised. The differences to me are not subtle. Literally everything improved.
Better presence in the room, bigger soundstage, tighter bass, enhanced micro and macro details without any fatigue.
It sounds better. But here's what I found more interesting than just everything sounding better. Now, the Pink Faun Scion makes every DAC I tried sound really good, even the cheap ones. Normally, the cheap ones have a really bad glare and digital bloom type of sound or even a little metallic. But with the Pink Faun that feeds these cheap DACs, it sounded a lot more clean, a lot airier, very sweet. That being said, I could still feel the limitations of the cheaper DACs. So, what if I use a really good DAC? I have a friend of mine, DIYs all his stuff. Every amplifier I've ever tried of his is phenomenal. Thomas has also tried his amplifiers and raves about the performance of his amplifiers. And in the last several years, he got into building DACs. I called Dom again and I said, would you by any chance be willing to lend me your Top Dog DAC? Holy shit. So using a super high-end DAC with the Pink Faun, the Goosebumps on any genre and almost any recording, even the bad recordings. I can listen to some of the worst Rolling Stones recordings, and there are some albums of the Rolling Stones that the recordings are so thin and hollow that if you have any jitter whatsoever, they sound harsh and very hard to listen to on a hi-fi rig. Well, the Pink Faun with a high performance stack, you can listen to anything. Speaking of jitter, I found this really awesome website. Check it out. The website gives you examples of different levels or types of jitter, and you get to listen to these samples. And you can even play a game where you can listen to all the samples and then click to see if you can guess which one was the original. Anyway, help me understand jitter a little bit better in a sound when I hear it. So check it out. So I can't tell you what the Pink Faun does that makes it so good. I didn't build it. But here are some issues that I experienced in the past with digital music. Issue number 1, buffering. This comes out as clicks, pops, stutters. The music will even stop intermittently. This is probably the worst problem. And there's multiple fixes. So when I experienced this, I had to either use wired Ethernet, eliminate the Wi-Fi, use bigger software buffering setting, although this is not possible with Roon. So I had to upgrade the CPU even in my PC. But today's larger sound formats like DSD can cause these issues, and most people would be surprised at how much processing it takes to play back these giant DSD files. Issue number 2, jitter. This sounds like timing errors will sound like transient smears. It creates a harsh treble, and some of the noises in the track simply sound like distracting artifacts. A fix for this was upgrading the clock. That's right, I experienced really good improvements in the past by using a reclocker like the Denafrips Iris or adding an external battery-powered clock to my DAC. Issue number 3, power supply noise. So with a power supply noise, you get a hazy mid-range. Actually, you just get a whole veil. It sounds foggy. And I was able to fix this in the past by getting a better external power supply, like when I had the Qtis, the Cord Qtis. By changing the power supply, it was like a wholly different DAC. It was amazing. Well, the Pink Faun Scion has none of these issues. In fact, it made me realize that the level of musical quality that I had experienced up until now still had some of these issues, streaming from, well, my streamer. The setup could not be simpler. I plug it into the network, plug it into my DAC, turn the machine on, wait about a minute. Then when I go into the Roon app, I simply add it as a server and I authorize it into my account, add my streaming service credentials in Roon. This is just typical Roon setup, and everything works every single night. Never a bug, never an issue. It just works beautifully. I get it. It's ridiculously expensive. I am not advocating for anyone to spend this kind of money on a streamer. Not at all. All I'm saying is the experience I've had has been remarkable, amazing, tremendous. And I'm very thankful for both Thomas and Pink Faun for letting me try this because it was a learning experience. And this was a lot of fun. That being said, $22,000. I really got to get this thing out of my room before my cat pees on it or I'm held responsible to have to pay for it. Yeah, it's got to go. It absolutely has to go. I don't know what I'm gonna do without it. My system sounds like shit now. I need the Pink Faun back.